And I don't know why I said and. Okay, let me start again.
Welcome back
Let's
to
keep it in the
3,
cut.
2, 1.
That's in the cut.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to Atypical. Today we're back with another episode, a long episode today, talking about a bunch of random topics. We'll kick it off with the first one I can see up there, hide and seek. This was my topic, so I'll get right into it.
Kick it off with
I'm
I'm
trying to set myself up. But this was a funny story I found like 2 weeks ago. Right, there's this kid in Bangladesh who's playing hide and seek with his boys. Yeah. And we all know hide and seek. We all love hide and seek. Everyone's played it when they were younger, this, that, the other. But imagine playing hide and seek, going missing, and ending up in another country 9 days later and being found 9 days later, halfway across the world, fam. He was in Bangladesh. He ended up in Thailand. He ended up fucking however many miles away. It was crazy. The guy literally fell asleep in a shipping container, and then the ships just basically took him halfway across the world, and he woke up.
Bro.
He took
You
a
sure
nap.
he's playing hide and seek, or he's trying to look for a better life?
Wait, you went to
I
Thailand?
mean,
You sure about that?
No, he was on his way. He was en route. He was en route.
He was on route. Where was he trying? Where's his final destination?
Oh, I don't know, bro.
Also, what's the miles? Let's try to guess the distance between them two.
ooh, that's a good game.
Wait, how old was he?
He was like,
Pardon?
oh, I didn't wait it down.
Sure.
Where
So
in
he's playing hide and
Bangladesh?
seek with his mates, and he just jumps on a shipping container.
So they were playing in a shipping container, and then he
Was it shipment or something? What's he doing?
My man's playing COD 4, bro. What the hell?
Wait, well, I don't. So what is this? By rail or what? He just jumped in a train.
No, he jumped in the shipping containers. I'm guessing were by ships, like actual ships. Yeah. So
Oh,
he
I
fell.
swear.
He fell asleep inside one of these containers because he just couldn't be found. He's basically too good at the game, so fair enough to him and fair play. He knocked out.
Yeah, because he legged it off to the freaking harbour. They played in the middle of the village.
Country, bro. Do you guys ever remember the episode of Lizzie McGuire? I don't know if the hide and seek episode. Or am I the only one? Is that just a reference that I've just taken it along?
Yeah.
Just tell us
You know
anyway.
what?
bro.
Masam, come on.
Lizzie
Masam,
McGuire.
I know
come
Lizzie
on.
McGuire. Lizzie McGuire's goat show, of
But
course.
do you remember the episode with
I don't remember
your
the
brother was
episode.
like hiding?
No. They're bringing it back though.
I
Shout
know
out.
you know, innit?
But,
What happens
anyway,
in this episode? What
No, it
you...
was just that her little brother goes and hide and seek, and he ends up on like the other side of the city in like a dumpster and stuff. It's the same vibes, isn't it?
pretty much the
Nah,
same thing,
keep telling us
but
about
across
that, bro.
the world.
What
No,
else?
that's it. That's the story
Oh,
finished.
that's
Yeah.
it. You done?
Yeah, that's
All
it.
right,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm done.
So anyway, the distance between Bangladesh and Thailand is guess the kilometers, lads, and I'll tell you the England equivalent.
But from where to... You're talking about from like, the edge of the border to the edge of
Just
the border?
whatever, bro. Whatever. I typed in Bangladesh to Thailand, and Google gave me something in it. Just don't ask questions. What are we saying?
These
900 kilometers.
Is that your final answer?
I don't know, bro. I've got no perception of this.
Yeah, I
Go
have
on.
no idea.
You
200
want
kilometers,
you
no
guesser, bro. Show
Yeah,
your
but I'm not looking
show
at
your
the
mouse pad.
ruler, bro.
Show your mouse pad.
I'm actually looking at that, trying to.
Yeah, show your mouse pad right now. Show your mouse pad.
He's got a world
It's not
map in
that
it.
much.
No,
What's
show your
your
mouse pad, innit?
Is your mouse pad the world map?
Yeah, my mouse pad's always.
Yeah, you're
What
done.
an
It's one of those long
absolute
ones.
unique,
One
bro.
You're
Well,
finished.
you also had a GeoGuessr subscription service, right? How much you
Yeah,
pay a month? How much you
Nah,
pay
it's
a
like
month?
20 quid a year. It's like 20 quid a year.
Oof,
Ooh.
it's £20 more than anyone else on here has paid for it. It's quite a lot, honestly.
Massam, you
Yeah.
pay like 400 quid a year for NFL.
No, it's 167
At least he's
right?
educated himself.
Yeah, I'm educating myself on the plays, bro. What do you mean?
Okay. All right. So how long is it then?
So it is 1,500 kilometers to be
Yeah, that was
exact.
pretty close.
1,532.
Jesus
Nice.
Christ.
That's jokes, you know.
What's the... How long would that take by ship?
Okay, well, big man, you're asking too many questions. You can do Google yourself, bro. We all got access to Google here. But
Apparently it was 9 days, Jay. Apparently it was 9 days when he
Alright,
ended up
you
in
know.
Thailand.
9 days.
Like, did you not
Wait,
realize he was
9 days?
moving?
How did he have
Yeah,
food?
people clocked him in there like he was making noise and shit because he clocked when he woke up that he was locked in this container. Because they were playing on this container, in the shipping yard. They were playing hide and seek there.
Oh, one of those containers got picked up.
And basically, I'm guessing they were already on the ship. I don't know how
He
it
didn't grow
happened.
Bro,
legs,
this is
did
a
it?
movie, man.
Yeah, but
They
how do
just
you not
movie.
realize the whole
Some life of
crane
shit.
is picking up a whole container and dropping you on a shit, bro. What are you doing?
Fuck knows, bro. Fuck knows.
Wait,
He
lads,
took a nap
too
because he couldn't
funny.
be found, and then that's it. He woke up in another country, couldn't speak a lick of whatever they're speaking over there in them ends. And that's
What
it.
Thai? Thai.
Thai.
bro. Thai. The language of Thailand is in fact Thai.
This story makes
Breaking
no
news,
sense.
guys.
Allow
How
me,
does this
lad.
kid live for 9 days without food or water?
So I think they
He
found
must
him
have
like
been in it,
midway
yeah.
through that journey, and then they probably, or maybe he just. I mean,
He probably found him straight away. He's probably out there. He's probably screaming, smacking
yeah,
the
yeah.
containers.
And you can go
Or-
a long time without food, you know. Like water, fair enough, but you can't go a long time without food. Probably drank his own piss or something, bruv.
Or
What are you talking
there's-
about?
Wait, you guys are forgetting the alternative that if he got into the ship, I'm sure you can leave the actual container and find the
No, the
food
container
there,
might be
bro.
locked. The container will be
I
locked.
think he
innit?
was
No, but he
locked.
got
Why
in the
would the
container.
container be
innit? He got
open
into the
in the
container,
ship?
bro. He got into
Yeah,
the
but then-
container.
The container
Yeah.
from inside, bro. I don't
Alright,
think
there might be
it's
food in the
built inside.
container, bro. You never know. Maybe that's why he chose that container.
Oh, he lucked out. One
He's
in a million
Bangladeshi.
shipping container that was full of Fruit Loops, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, dude.
Speaking of
Anyway.
missing dons, have you guys seen the Madeline McCann?
I
have.
Oh my god, me and Honshu are
I
like, we
actually
can't
have.
talk about this. You know, I can't.
No,
believe we
you
brought it
said
up.
that. You
Actually, I said that.
There's nothing to
You
talk
said
about.
that, G.
Just some Eastern European looking girl claims she's Madeline McCann and she wants to speak to Jerry, whatever his name is. What's his name? It's
Yeah,
Jerry.
it is
McCann.
Jerry. It is
Yeah.
Jerry.
It's Jerry. Yeah.
Madness,
It's
bruv.
mad.
They found Maddie, bruv. Madness. It's
I'm
been
not
that long.
participating.
She,
in this
she
convo.
could not look further from Maddie.
Nah, she had the thing in her eye, bro. She had the thing.
Hold on. Let's go back to what Hamza
5 or
just said.
6. Yeah, I know. That's why I pulled the face. 5 or 6, I think. Madeline McCann famously disappeared when she was a child.
Bro,
Hamza's
looks
like,
nothing
"Ah,
like
she
her.
looks
She's got-
nothing the same.
Bro, she looks nothing like her, bro. She looks Polish.
Nah, she got the eye, bro. She got the thing in her eye, bruv. I have the same thing. It's the same thing,
Oh
bro.
my God.
Lads, this is
What do you have
very
in your eye?
tightrope right now.
What is that?
Nah, she has like a some hole thing in her eye, so it makes it look like she's got like 2 pupils.
Cornea? Oh, all right.
Nah, you fucked up.
Oh my god.
But yeah, nah, listen. Shout out Maddie, innit? Hopefully they find her on that.
Is that all you want? Is that why you brought it up?
No,
What
it
was
was
the
just a funny
point of this?
story because we're talking about missing dons and that. It came to my mind, didn't it? Like, it was wild.
Right.
Because they're still
Before-
trying to find her.
I told you it's just like the film Lion. This is the exact same story. Kid falls
Oh,
asleep,
yeah.
wakes up another part of the country, doesn't know anything, can't find his way back.
Yeah,
It's the same shit.
Good
same
movie.
guy.
Is that the Dev Patel one?
Yeah,
I ain't seen that.
We
Shout out
talked
Dev
about
Patel.
this.
we have talked about it. Watch it.
Yeah.
We'll
Hamzah?
check it out.
Oh, to Rings of Power, yeah.
Shut up.
That's
Shut up.
Well, we're talking about the world. Why don't we talk about another part of the world? Jay, what's this about a USA versus world survey? I was actually curious.
What is it about a USA?
You can just stop right there, honestly.
Okay, so I found a poll that was it was a survey. It was conducted in America where a bunch of different scenarios were asked to Americans, and they were essentially asked, would you rather keep this scenario how it is in the US, or would you change it to how this same thing is done in the rest of the world? Because in the rest of the world it's done very differently, and in America for some reason it's done a certain way. And then people voted on the survey on whether they would switch to follow the rest of the world, or whether they would like to stay with how Americans do it. So I wanted to go through this and see if you guys even notice that this is not like a thing that doesn't happen in America, or if you did live in America, would you care if this changed to how Americans do it? So I'll go from top to bottom. Top to bottom in this is essentially most people at the top agreed that they would swap, and then as it gets lower down, less and less agreed. And they wanted to keep it as like the American way. So the first one is, and some of these are mad because you're like, why does this even exist in America? Would you, if you were to live in America, would you care if all the towns and cities didn't have accessible pavements to walk on? Like you could only drive places.
I can't drive.
All right, so you
Wait,
wouldn't
but
even know where to go.
Is this just a yes or no? What's the confusing?
Yes, like how much would you care? Like if you were American, basically
Yeah.
these men were saying, like if you're an American, this is the scenario. Would you like to swap?
So just yes or no.
Yeah. or on a scale of 1 to 5, what would you
Oh, it
rate?
was a 1 to 5 scale. Okay.
They're fat. They don't walk.
Yeah, they're like the most obese nation in the world. They don't care, bro.
Isn't that
They
Mexico
just
now?
drive the big old trucks.
Really? Well,
That might be
70% of them
Mexico.
said that they would like to have sidewalks. So.
Do you say Mexico more obese than the US?
I think so. I think Mexico passed the US.
Really?
No
Do you want to check that? Let's
bro.
see
I'll
this.
check that. I'll check that.
No, you don't
Check
check
that.
that, bro. We know how you are. In fact,
Yeah. Someone else pull up the chart. All right, another one which I actually forget that this happens in America, but would you care or would it bother you if sales, like the price of stuff in shops doesn't have tax included? So the price is different to actually when you check out.
Oh,
that-
okay.
In the
yeah,
US,
okay.
it's like that, right? The
Yeah.
tax
Yeah.
isn't there. When...
Yeah,
That
in
makes
the US
no
it's like that.
sense because
It
you got
makes
to pay
no
that
sense.
anyway. So why would you not just want to see that? Why are you gonna do maths in your head? Why are they making you mental arithmetic while they're trying to do your shopping, bro? I don't get
These
it.
businesses
They ain't
run
even
on
got
that, bro.
mental arithmetic, man. I don't. Just tell me the price on the thing.
Because they need it, bro. Because they need it.
They're gonna say
It's
They
the
need
no.
same
mental
as
maths.
it's the same as like earnings, like income. Here, the thing that the actual bit of money that goes to your bank account is after tax already. Whereas in the US, it's not. So everyone has to do a tax return every
Yeah, but
year
the
Yeah.
thing
on
is,
everything.
this is the thing, right? They have loads of other businesses just run on that principle of them working out all the tax returns for you. Like watching NFL, there's bare ads for that. There's like a bunch of like apps that are available
Abs
for
too.
Americans.
What you
Abs
watching,
as
bro?
well.
Abs too.
Said I was watching NFL, bro. So because loads of companies are on that and they're so used to that, I'm gonna say they're not gonna care at all.
Okay.
Mm,
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
Interesting. That was so for them. That was 68%. They would rather see
Yeah.
the price that they pay at the end. Another one is being able to send money to other people just through direct bank transfer. Because if you
Cash App.
listen to any Americans, they always talk about Cash App and Venmo
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff
They
that
can't do that, right?
don't exist here. Yeah, they can't. They literally can't do it. Bank transfer doesn't exist.
Those guys
Bro.
are finished, bro.
It's mad.
That's so weird.
No one
man.
over here uses PayPal, man. And if you do, use what? Not like banking apps are that good though. To be honest with you, they're trash as well. Traditional banking apps. When you get stuff like Starling and like these newer like banks, they're a lot better. They're a lot better.
What's the difference? What do they got to do?
No, but
What
like
is
just
those?
the interface and everything is better. The traditional banking apps are so old,
It's
and
outdated.
clunky, man. They are so
Really?
bad.
My one's
so
actually really
bad.
good. You got
Who
the
you
wrong
with?
bank, bro. I'm with Santander. That
So
app's
am
good.
I. It's
That app's
trash,
good.
bro. It's so bad.
It's not.
It's so
You need to
bad.
update your app. You need to update your app.
I'm
Alright,
sure it's pretty
here's
decent.
here's one of the controversial ones. So in America, for some reason, if you use like public restrooms, they have gaps on the side of their toilet doors, so you can just see the person in the cubicle when you walk past. Now, apparently, they do this for like security reasons.
What?
Wait,
But-
what?
Yeah, like in this country, you lock yourself in a cubicle, like that's your private space. But in America, people can walk past and like basically see you in there, see through.
I don't remember this shit.
Yeah, it's like a known thing in America.
What
Well,
part
you
of
might- at that
America
point,
is
you might
this?
Just rip the door open and have his door wide open at that point. What's the like? Might as well do like
You know,
cubicle lists.
Okay, you know,
Toilets.
bit of a tangent here, lads. But I have a funny story. You know how we used to always go Thorpe Park as part of a school thing? Real quick tangent. And you know how we'd have like special end of year. I can't remember what it's called. What was it called? When some dons would go on a trip, some dons would stay in Slough.
The activities
And-
week.
Activities week, right? And you'd go Thorpe Park, right, on like the final day. So one time, this might have been year 9, I went, and I don't know if you were there, Horseshoe. This might have not been one of the times you were there. Anyway, I went toilet. Everyone familiar with Thorpe Park, the toilets there are a fest, right? And I genuinely go in the cubicle. I open the door. The door wasn't locked. I definitely feel like I've told Jay this story before. Anyway, I open the door. I open the cubicle. Not locked. There's just a don sitting on the toilet, trousers down, everything. He doesn't even react. I immediately go, oh, sorry. He doesn't say a single word, and the door's wide open. So I wait for the 2 seconds. He didn't even kick the door open, and I'm just like, I just grab the door and shut it and then walk
Just
away.
slowly
bro.
exited.
Slowly exited. So I mean, I wouldn't go that
Intimate
far.
moment, you know?
Very
Oh,
intimate.
dear.
I wouldn't go that far with people saying private. In
The
a
guy was
your own cubicle.
unfazed.
Unfazed, bro. Why do you think I still remember that? Because my man didn't care.
What this
That
was?
was-
This was a grown adult. Yeah,
Grown adult.
Fucking hell, bro.
he's been through some shit.
He was going through a shit.
He was going through shit.
He was going through one. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's 50-50.
That would, you're very close. It was 50% would, 49% would change, which is
Yeah.
mad. Only
That's fucking
49% people care that people can see you in the toilet.
Weird country, man.
Bro,
but
I
the
don't even
thing
remember.
is-
I've been there and I haven't seen this shit. I don't know where this shit comes from. What part
Maybe
of
your
America
state's
is
alright.
this?
Maybe that state's alright. Maybe it's another state.
Yeah,
What
where did
state
you
is
go
this-
to?
What
Maybe it's
state is this
Midwest.
based off? Because you said
This
the
is
whole
based
US.
off of like the US as a whole. I'm sure they asked a bunch of different states,
Interesting.
but I'm guessing the most popular tourist areas would cater for tourists, right? So you probably wouldn't see it because it's just.
I mean, I didn't
really
go for
different.
tourism though, but I don't know. I guess I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. Where did you go though? Was
but
it
you
like
went
a,
East
like a
Coast,
New
right?
York or what?
North Carolina, and then I went Virginia as well. Normally,
Don't know.
Ain't no one got a clue about the way they do stuff there. So
who knows?
let's keep it
Yeah.
moving.
Then there was a couple of things. So now we're getting down. I'll do like a couple more. These were where US people agreed less with changing. They'd rather keep their ways of doing stuff. So being allowed to drink alcohol outside, basically, if you're not doing anything crazy, they were like, nah, we don't want to do that.
They don't want to do that,
They don't want to do that.
but they always got brown bags out everywhere.
Exactly.
wild.
It makes no sense.
They found the solution already. They don't need it fixed now.
Brown bag apple juice. That's
Yeah.
the solution. Smaller portion sizes in restaurants. All of them hated that.
Yeah, fat
Obviously.
bastards. Of course not.
Obviously.
Did you find out the top 10 obese list?
Yeah, it was like Cook Islands and Nassau, bro. Some
Yeah,
random islands
yeah.
in the middle of Oceania
Yeah.
Wow.
Mad.
and Samoa.
Oh, because wait, which countries were there way back in the day where it was more sexualized to be more overweight? That was like sexually the thing. I'm pretty sure it was like those types of areas in the world.
It says like you got money and stuff like that, right? It's like okay,
Yeah, like you're more affluent and stuff like that.
That's like the
I guess
middle.
that makes sense in poorer countries, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure India does the same. India, Pakistan, all them places. Like, if
Nah,
someone's
they all
chubby,
just
the
fine,
aunties are
yeah.
like, "Oh, he's eating well. Oh, he's a good kid." Like, you get me?
That is true. That is true.
Got a good boy.
This will make you laugh because none of you drive, so this is funny.
Excuse me.
Only 34%.
It's not wrong, bro. What do you mean? Excuse you?
I know how to
It's not
drive.
wrong.
I just didn't pass. A big difference. Huge difference.
Oh, so you know how to drive though, yeah?
I mean, I had to drive. I just didn't pass, innit?
Oh, okay.
I've passed. So
The
I know
math
I'm
is
good.
a
Yeah,
man.
we can't chat myself, bro.
Bro, I can drive better than Hamzah. I'll put any money in the whole world.
Show me your license.
Hold on,
Like, can
real
we
quick,
do
I'll
an
get one.
atypical mock driving test?
Like Alex is driving.
I beg you.
driving test.
That'd be
I
lit.
beg we
Come,
do
bro.
that.
I've got nothing to lose. If I lose, I don't have a license. Hamzah does.
Yeah, light work.
All right, tell us if you want to see that video. There may be some crashes.
No.
100%.
Don't tell us, bro.
We're
We're
doing
We're doing
gonna
it with Jay's
die.
car. We're doing it with Jay's car.
Yeah,
We're doing
yeah,
it-
calm.
Doing an empty Sainsbury's car park, bro.
All right, so this one is much greater use of roundabouts instead of traffic light intersections.
Yeah, because
No, I
I
wanna
saw
get-
that video. Oh, sorry, carry. You first. You finish, you
I
first.
wanted to get your guys' thoughts on like just learning to drive. How difficult do you think roundabouts are compared to normal traffic light intersections, like four-way intersections?
This is so funny because didn't someone to fail at a roundabout? This is incredible.
Do we want to
This
hear
is
that story?
incredible. Wait, no,
Let's
we
tell
don't
the
even need to
story,
hear the story. Let's hear his answer first before he says,
No,
"Oh yeah, roundabouts are easy."
no. Why don't we hear by the time you passed, Massa?
You know what? I didn't
Yeah,
fail.
on my first test.
I-
I literally failed within genuinely the first 3 minutes of the test. For
Been
me
there,
putting
bro.
my foot on the pedal. I stalled on a roundabout. That's about it, really. To be honest.
So then what are you
Yeah,
thinking?
to be honest, in the second time I passed, I probably made about 14 majors, but just let me get away with it. So.
Well, what happened
not
on the
my- it's
what
not
happened on the roundabout? You stalled on it. How did that?
No,
happen?
literally, I was just going onto it, and no cars were coming. So obviously, I was slowing down, but I was still. I think it was second gear. I was still slowing down, but I was like, okay, no one's coming. I'm just gonna go into it. But then the moment I got into it, the car was coming. I basically just panicked. There was there was still plenty of space for me to go through, but I just panicked. So I stalled the car in the middle of the roundabout, and it would have been fine. But obviously, because I endangered other cars, that's why it was.
It would have been
major.
fine, but I endangered other drivers. I'm not sure those two
So,
go
apart from
together.
that part, just stalling on a roundabout.
Oh,
if
sorry,
you want to
let's go.
know, stalling on a roundabout is fine. But if you
If
endanger
no
other
one's
people,
around.
then it's not fine. So just don't stall on a roundabout. Just take your time. Learn it
Well,
second time
yeah.
round.
You can say that about a lot of things in driving tests. If
Yeah.
no one's around, you can do quite a lot of bad things.
Yeah,
It doesn't
bro.
matter. I saw this
Even when
video.
people are around, I've seen slow drivers, right? Even when people are around,
Some slow
okay?
drivers are bad,
Yeah,
Good
bro.
point.
but drivers in the UK, in
What
general,
gender,
a lot
though?
of them are bad.
What gender?
You didn't you fail within 2 minutes as well?
Yeah, I said I've been there as well, bro. As soon as
Bro,
someone said, I was like, yeah,
bro,
been there, done that. Bro.
most of this pod has failed a driving test, all right? I wouldn't talk about which gender's responsible when there's 4 males, bro.
I was talking about males, bro. I was
Okay,
talking about males. What do you mean?
okay.
What-
Oh, no,
what are
he's
you
trying to
talking
spin on
about?
me. He's trying to. This is funny because when I clip this bit, I'm gonna cut my bit out.
Oh, dude. Oh, so that's a clip. Shit. Don't make me mute it, big man.
Don't make me mute.
I
think
edit
you're
this
gonna
thing,
have
you
to-
know.
I think you're gonna have to mute it, bro, for your own sake.
It's a
God.
joke. It's a joke, people
These
out there,
guys are
man.
so
The use of harsh
dumb.
shoes do not represent.
It's
the
fine.
bro.
Horsh is literally driven around by his girlfriend, okay? So it's calm. And
To
we all
be
know
fair,
it. We all
to
know
be
it's
fair,
calm. Don't worry.
to be fair.
I'm proud of it too, bro.
Yeah, it's just
At
calm,
least I
bro.
get driven.
Passenger side on my passenger side.
Trying to hold
Massam, who drives you around? The bus.
Bro, listen. I said this
Oh.
before. Yeah, boss man, bro. Boss man.
Boss man
man.
or boss man?
Bus man.
Boss man, the boss man, bro. Boss man, the
Oh,
boss man.
Lord.
Listen, I've already made this clear. Okay, walking, 100 times better than driving. Not even close.
That's
Maybe
what
not,
a person
maybe
who's
walk.
failed says, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, yes, because it's coming from me.
This
So
is,
you're correct.
to be fair, this is coming from the guy that despises driving.
Oh, true.
Actually, you can't hack it.
True. No, I can
can't
hack
hack
it.
it.
I can hack it.
Oh, that's why he passed, though, isn't it?
Can you?
Oh,
Can you?
yeah.
I love how this is coming from another guy who hasn't passed. That's the best part.
3 absolute frauds. I saw a video the other day of, I don't know if this types of video ever pops up in your lot's feeds, but it's like driving instructors. They make little clips of them teaching people how to drive, right? And it's like
See
a
all the
bunch
time.
of different scenarios. Yeah. There was this one that's quite fitting because this learner was going onto a roundabout. They got up to the roundabout, accidentally put it in 3rd gear, then tried to set off in 3rd gear. Didn't work at all. Car started bopping all over the place, like properly
Oh,
shaking
shit.
right into the middle of the roundabout. And then the woman was like, "Oh fuck this! Just let go of the steering wheel. Just in the middle of the roundabout.
Wait,
Just
what?
enough up. Fuck this! I let go."
Wait, what happened then?
What the?
Bro.
What then? The instructor was like, "What are you doing?"
Wait, hold on. I wonder if I've seen this. Was the instructor
Was this a female driving instructor?
No,
That's
mate.
what I was gonna say.
Okay, that's
Is
like
it-
a kind of famous one, isn't it?
Yeah,
I've seen that guy.
Yeah, the
Asian
female one's
ones,
famous.
yeah.
She like drives around Slough as well.
Oh, no, I've seen the
No
male
way.
guy.
I've seen
the
both.
male one.
The Asian.
Oh, okay.
Is he Asian?
Yeah,
right?
the
He's
Asian
brown.
Yeah,
male
yeah.
and
Yeah,
Asian female.
Yeah,
There's an
yeah,
Indian
yeah.
female one that's like
Oh,
quite
shit.
famous, and she
Yeah,
drives
yeah.
around.
So who was
New
this? Was this the Asian guy?
The Asian guy, yeah.
Okay.
Mad.
Oh,
My man,
so
my man
funny.
did my man. She did the Drewski, right? Not me.
literally. So there was that, and then the last one that I think is quite funny. Well, actually, there's 2. One is going back to alcohol, having the legal age of drinking set to 18. They were all like, "Nah, don't want to do that."
What is
It's
it?
21,
there?
right?
21.
They don't want to do
21.
that.
They don't. Only 30% said that they would change it to 18.
They said they don't want to do that, but there's so much underage drinking there, bruv. It's like it's a cult thing there. Like they do it all the
Well,
time.
I guarantee you, a lot of older people answered this, so they're probably like, "Nah, I don't want my kids to do that."
Ah, fizz.
But it happens all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure. What's the age here? I'm pretty sure in Germany you can drink alcohol at 16, like football events and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm
mate.
pretty sure.
Here you can at restaurants with a parent at like 16, with a family
Yeah.
member. You can have
And
a
at
beer with your food.
home, you can drink a lot younger than as well, right? Than outside.
I mean, you can do a lot of stuff at home. A lot
Like what?
younger.
Like what?
Play 18 games on a PS4.
100%.
Well, yeah,
But-
100%.
yeah.
What?
We've never done that though.
Nah,
Never done
never.
that. I've never played Mortal Kombat when I was like 5, bro.
5.
Says a lot about
Pull
you
the number
today.
out. What you
Says a lot
saying?
about you today. Says a lot about you today.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, 100%.
I am
pretty
permanently
sure.
scarred.
Pretty sure my brother tried to buy GTA when he was like 12.
There you go.
I
He
was
tried
like,
to buy
I
it.
don't think you're the right age, big man.
Bro,
Too
Rav
old,
looked
bro.
30 since he was 10, bro. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised it didn't work, bro.
Uh,
Shout out Rav though.
And the
Love
last
you,
one
Ram.
is
I love you, Ram.
He'll never hear this.
the last
Carry on
one.
doing it.
Getting rid of the metric system. Would you guys
Getting
get
rid of the metric system.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
'cause they-
the thing is though, like,
Or switch the metric system.
with Americans, you always got to take any poll with a pinch of salt because these ones are the most patriotic dons.
Yeah.
So any sort of like
Change.
sort of
the system.
microaggression is change the system considered like a microaggression. So
USA.
They're also a lot
Greatest
of
country in
a
the
lot
world.
of them have
Hoorah,
never
hoorah.
been outside the
Land of the
country, so
free.
they don't actually
That's true,
understand how
yeah.
stuff works
That's
outside
true.
of that country.
that is true.
They're rather
Aren't
That's-
they like one of the like 3-4 countries that still use their system while everyone else just uses the other one?
I think there are.
I think there's
There's
more
quite a
than
few.
I think
I
there's
think there's
more
quite
than
a
3 or
few.
4.
Yeah.
I'll Google it. You might carry on talking.
Yeah.
That's a humble
They
fact.
use
He's
they
back.
use the
He's
imperial
back.
system.
It's right. He
They
said
use the
he already said
imperial
2, bro. He
system,
said America's most of the beast. That was wrong. So
I was
they do.
surprised by that one, That's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up, bruv. 3 countries use imperial.
Oh, well
US,
done.
Yeah, but
Liberia,
loads of countries
and
use,
Myanmar.
Loads of countries use
Wow.
a mix. We use miles per hour instead of kilometers per hour.
No, but we have a metric system. Our system is metric. If you
but we
use a little
still
bit of
use
others-
we still use miles per hour.
Yeah, but it's what you use as the main thing. There's
Yeah,
only
alright.
3 countries
Lads,
Yeah,
lads,
waffle
lads,
more, go on.
lads, lads.
imperial
waffle more, go on.
measurements. Okay,
Yeah,
so
carry on.
shut up,
I've
Lads,
never-
lads.
shut up, bruv.
Now carry on with this. We can
I
title
come
the
through
video
one factual
heated.
statement. You're trying to bring me down.
Carry on. I like this. Carry on. We got a title ready, lads. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heated,
you're
bro.
wrong. Jay, admit it.
Hold that.
You
Jay.
are wrong.
Hold that.
Hold
All right,
that.
I'll admit that you are wrong.
No, you need to admit that you are wrong.
But we use miles per hour.
Yeah, that's nice. We still
Ooh.
use the metric system, although we use some components which are imperial.
Yeah, Jay, bro.
Right. So we use part of the imperial system.
Yeah, but
Hence
we
it's more
have-
than 3
the
countries.
The UK has a metric system, bro. Are you dumb?
Hamzah, why are you pressed, bro? Why are you so pressed, fam?
You're lost.
Content, innit?
My son doesn't know what to do. He's just like,
My son's like, what's metric?
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking of all the potential clips when I click that fake beef. That's what
So
I'm
have you
thinking, bro.
Have you found me seeing all this other stuff which is happening in the US, like blowing up balloons?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
you
spending
wanna elaborate, bro.
$400,000 sidewinder missiles to take out $12 balloons. That's a
saw that,
title for
man.
you right there. Snowden
I
had
heard
a
it
jump in
was-
on that as well.
I heard one of the balloons they shot down was like a hobbyist balloon.
That's this one, the $12
That's the
one.
$12
That is this
balloon,
one.
bro, from
Yeah.
like the Illinois Hobbyist Club.
So mad, bro.
400, and I think that I saw it today. The Pentagon refused to comment on whether they shot a $400,000 missile to take down a $12 balloon,
Oh
and
my
then they
days.
wonder where their tax money's going. 400 grand.
Do you think they're all like the same though? Do you think they're all like just those kind of balloons, or do you think there's something more to
China
it?
said that one of them was actually. China said I think the first time it happened, like the big one, China was like, yeah, it's actually like a weather balloon.
Let's hand this conversation off to Hosh. She's got the most experience with balloons. He's got the most, you want to take it
Because
away?
he used to be a birthday planner, innit?
Bro, he still kids'
Yeah.
birthday parties and do the balloon thing, bro. That's what I'm
Whoa,
talking about.
We'll do the
whoa.
what thing?
Why are you talking about kids again, bro?
Do the what thing? Do
The
gesture
balloon
again?
thing, you know, like when someone asks for a dog and then you do the.
Oh,
Oh,
so you're calling him
okay.
a clown. You're calling him a clown.
Oh, bro, he's been. No, that's
He's
just-
been a clown. You're saying he's been a clown, bro.
What is going on?
That's your boy,
guy.
Hashi. That's your boy from day one.
Yeah, that's why I know he's been a
First time
clown.
on the
Oh, good.
God.
Well,
But
then.
yeah, man. You're blowing up balloons all over.
Yeah, good segue.
Thanks,
Good
bro.
one. Yeah.
I've been blowing up balloons since the kid as well, bro.
Oh, God. Oh, it's so
What?
funny.
Helium.
What?
What's the chemical symbol for helium?
It looks like you inhaled it now. The shit you're coming out with.
True, honestly. All right, Hamzah, do you want to break down this? Actually, I'm not going to transition to this that early. Actually, I see something in the doc which might not be appropriate to transition into,
What, bro? There's a lot of things in the doc.
bro. So, what's your MJ fans?
You lost the plot on that. Nah, but also in the US, I don't know if you mind seeing, but like they're not only blowing up balloons all over the cap,
They're
they're literally blowing up half the
s-
country. They're practically blowing up half the country. Trains are getting off the rails, literally. All right, there's freaking acid and like all these things are contaminating all the water. It's in a place in Ohio.
Oh shit.
All the bad things seem to happen. Ohio doesn't have a good rep. Always gets memed. But there's like trains getting derailed. Like lorries and stuff on highways getting derailed, and they all have these like chemicals in them.
By who?
Freaking, that's the question, Jay, bro. If you know the answer,
Have we entered
You'll be a
conspiracy
wanted man.
corner?
Conspiracy corner. But yeah, it's like all the water's been contaminated, all the fish are like dead. They've been like throwing stuff into it, and they can see like obviously the oil is all sitting at the top, so you've got the emotion and whatnot.
It's like a Simpsons movie
mad.
for real. All the fish.
It's
at the top.
wild, man. People are complaining about, and it's like because it's like it happened right next to all the Great Lakes, so like it's traveling over that to like the Canadian border as well, and it's actually seemed to spread quite far. A lot of people are saying like they go out and they're getting rashes, and they're like ears are getting messed up, their nose is getting messed up. It's like it's bad. Like apparently it's really, really bad, and no one's talking about it. And like press are getting arrested, and they're trying to like keep it under wraps. And if you've seen the picture, it's like a massive mushroom cloud on one of the explosions that's happened. It's wild.
I've heard some conflicting reports about that journalist getting arrested though, because I don't know nothing about this topic. But
It's all alleged.
yeah, good. Everything conspiracy corner is alleged. I think the journalist tried to confront somebody, and then he got arrested for a day or something. Then was released.
Probably. Yeah, probably. That makes sense.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
mean, what
that's-
grounds
they
can
do.
you arrest him on? So
The grounds he was standing upon, bro. That's all they need. That's all they need. They freaking lock him up, throw away the key. But
Also, some stuff has come out from Ohio, which is good. Like LeBron James. So I don't appreciate a disrespect on the greatest of all time. All right.
Wait, LeBron's from Ohio.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, mad. Okay.
He's from Cleveland. Like Akron, Ohio, which is northeast,
Okay.
I think.
she doesn't give a shit.
I want to actually ask you
Ohio
guys a
is
question, though. I want to ask you a question because maybe Hamzah and Jay will care about this more. Obviously, LeBron passed in the most points, and they did everyone's memeing him for when they stopped the game. You must have seen this, right? He passed
Yeah.
Kareem, they
I
stopped the
saw it,
game.
yeah.
What do you think of that? Everyone's memeing
It's
it
a
like,
bit
oh my
weird.
God, they stopped it for like 10 minutes. Well, they didn't really. They stopped it like 3 minutes. But what do you think? Because someone who is an American watcher, I'm kind of used to that. Like, they have timeouts anyway. This was just a glorified longer the timeout. But could you imagine if they did that in football? It'd be
I mean,
pretty
yeah,
funny.
in football you just have riots.
I don't think so, you know. I think they should add timeouts to football. Make it better, bro.
But if they wanted to make it better, they could do a lot of things that would just change the game
What's the
in
number one
loads
thing
of
you'd
different
add?
ways.
What's the number one thing you'd add? First, what I would do, take away throw-ins, bro.
Oh,
Throw-ins
100%.
are horrendous. I hate throw-ins
100%.
so much. Every time the ball gets kicked out and the player lazily just goes, kicks out the ball. Hate it.
They need to stop the
where's this
clock
conversation turned
on
to?
fouls.
The
Stop the clock on fouls.
conversation, you just going silent, bro. That's what happened. You just going silent.
No, I had to
And your own
tell
topic,
someone to
bro.
turn it down. No, I had to
This
say-
is
tell
your own
someone to
topic,
turn
if
it
you
down.
forget.
I'm back.
All right, then carry on this
Alright,
flipping. You just train
Alright,
on
so
because I don't know
basically,
nothing.
yeah, who's conspiracizing this, bruv? Apparently, some Epstein files are getting leaked. Like a client list.
Ooh.
Apparently,
I don't
there's
believe
been
that
some more
list.
information
I
about
don't believe
about the
this.
US and Norway colluding to allegedly blow up the Nord Stream pipeline late last year, which connects like Germany, Russia, and all that stuff.
Mad.
Can we go
It's
back to the
wild,
Epstein
man.
list? Let's go to the Epstein list real quickly because I feel like that one is faked because they have Mikel Arteta and like Callum Hudson-Odoi on the list, bro.
No, you're probably looking at the list of someone who hates.
No, that's like
who
the
hates
one that I'm
Arsenal.
talking
Probably like
about.
a
bro.
Liverpool fan.
No. If you see the
Hudson-Odoi
names,
ain't even from Arsenal.
that's what
No,
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying someone who hates Arsenal and Chelsea, and that's probably a Liverpool fan.
Find out the leaked Epstein list, and you'll see Arteta on there. And I'm like, okay, this has got to be a meme. This will be fake.
I'm gonna pull this.
So I don't believe there's a real one.
You're probably talking about a fake list, innit?
Find the real one then, boss man. This is
I ain't getting
conspiracy corner.
blacklisted,
Who was
I
on
ain't
the
getting- I ain't
list?
getting tracked.
Who was on the list?
A bunch of celebs and then a bunch of random people.
Bro, literally
Okay.
anyone you can imagine who's mainstream, probably on the list.
Or just anyone?
That was-
Anyone. That's
What
a
Drop a
a
name, drop a name, drop a name, drop a
General
name.
statement.
Drop a name,
Yeah, I
drop a
know,
name.
right?
Okay,
He
okay, alright,
says
let's-
drop a name, he's not gonna know. That's the thing. Go on. Bruce
Okay.
Willis. Bruce Willis.
Wow, well, talk about him in a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't put some disrespect to his name, but go on and just pick a name, can't you?
What's the
Bruce
name?
Willis. Bruce Willis.
All right, okay. You man keep talking. I'm gonna check if Bruce Willis has made the list.
Yeah, there you go.
Why don't you segue to Bruce Willis, and I'll come back with another Bruce Willis piece of information.
You're gonna confirm whether he's a nonce or not after we're gonna be like pouring our hearts out about his
What
diagnosis.
was the point of this? We could have said any name.
I know he's not gonna. That's what I literally said. This guy is redundant, bro. He dips out in his
said
own
any
conversation.
names.
He dips out in his own conversation, mutes himself.
He's lost.
This guy is finished, bro. If you want Hamzah off the pod, tell us right now.
Boy, I just downloaded
Yeah,
Epstein's
that's-
flight logs.
Whoa, lads, this is derailing.
Well,
What
just
is
like the
going
trains.
on?
What's
Yeah.
going on?
Bruce Willis is clean, apparently. Bruce Willis is clean.
Oh, thank God for that.
He's
Thanks
not
for that.
A-list, isn't he? He's not
Thanks.
A-list. He's
Check,
not A-list.
check. Bruce
He's
Willis
not
not A-list.
A-list.
What the flip,
Bro.
Yeah, bro. Who said that?
Whatever top 5 lists you're making, scrap them.
Oh, 100%. We
Sylvester
need to do
Stallone.
that. We need
Oh,
to do
no.
that. We actually have to do top 5. We have to debate that. I feel like that should be the next bite.
That should be sick. That'd be fun.
Top
You
5
know,
most
if
iconic
Marky Mark
films.
was on the Epstein plane, he would have been able to turn it around and land it back where it should land.
100%.
Well, back to JFK, yeah?
Yeah,
Back to
back to
JFK.
JFK.
Okay, cool.
He would have alerted the authorities. He's too good.
Yeah.
But
Alright,
I'm looking at
I
these
would
logs,
I would
and it
love
just
if
says
Marky's on the list.
female. They don't even know who's on it.
Oh,
man.
female, bro. That is, oof. That's 50-50, bro. What who that is? Hamzah is Arteta on the Epstein list. Go on, he is,
I'm
isn't it?
looking at your Arteta.
Look, fine, look at Callum Hudson-Odoi, bro. It's the same list. It's dumb.
Bro, you're looking at a fake list. You're looking at a
No,
fake
I'm
list.
not. I'm looking at the list, and it has
Looking at fake
Arteta on
list.
there.
Who's give us like 5 names just for like reference. Who's actually
I'm
on
pretty
the
sure
list?
like Chris Tucker's on the list. I'm pretty sure Barack Obama's on the list. The Clintons, Biden,
Okay.
Chris Evans, the British talk show host, Naomi Campbell was on that list.
radio guy.
Yeah.
No one cares about him.
There's just
Isn't he Top
actually a
Gear?
lot of different, and then a lot
Yeah,
like
he was meant to be. Then he said, "I can't
Bro,
drive and talk at the same time," and then he,
Oh.
then he quit.
Really?
Yeah.
To be fair, though.
Damn.
to be fair though.
I feel him.
Oh god.
Okay.
dead.
But yeah, Bruce Willis stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. It's kind
So
of
Bruce
on
Willis
the,
ain't on the list, yeah.
No,
Bruce
yeah,
Willis-
apparently
he's
he's right,
calm.
man,
He's
he's good.
clean. We can feel bad for him about his diagnosis.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
in
you wouldn't feel
tune
bad
with,
for him otherwise.
No, of course I do. Who added this to the doc, bro? I don't see you, man, putting it on the doc.
What was his name? Chris Hemsworth as well. Like after that,
Is he still
news
going
as
on
well.
about Epstein list, lads? What the?
No,
What
no,
do you
no,
mean?
no. Talking about Chris Hemsworth and the freaking dementia thing. Remember?
Oh yeah, but that's just because he's more likely to
yeah,
get
he's
it.
more likely to get. Yeah.
Bro,
I
I'm more
looked
likely
it
to
up.
get diabetes.
Wait, what's he got? What's he actually got?
Who?
Bruce
Bruce-
Willis.
Some form of dementia. I can't remember.
It begins with
the-
F something D.
Yeah, I don't
FDT,
know
something
the
like that.
differences.
It's
you
like
know?
affecting his ability to like speak and stuff like that as well.
Ah,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The OG,
So he
man.
originally got, I think was it a year or two ago when it first came out, that he was diagnosed with something. They said it was
Yep.
aphasia.
I remember
which
that,
Yeah,
is
it was a phase.
a
yeah.
memory part of like early onset dementia. Or it's like that's a possible cause. And then now they've figured out what it really is, which is a really specific subset of dementia, and aphasia is a symptom of that, so it's way worse.
Oh shit.
That's
Okay.
wild.
And apparently people that have this, I've seen quite a few stories on it now of personal stories of people talking about how it's affected their family members, and they've said that the family members that they know that have had it, it's literally been between 2 to 7 years that the person's life has gone from normal to you're basically dead because you
Yeah,
can't do
that
anything.
was my next thing because I think that's pretty consistent with all forms of dementia. Like they normally give you like a 5-year lifespan thing.
That's rough, you know.
It's really rough and really sad. But this is kind of like hits home to one point that I constantly think about, which is the fact that like, as morbid as it sounds, everybody who we know, right, celeb wise, is going to die. If that makes sense. I mean, obviously it makes sense, but like in terms of
Where
everybody
you
you've
going with
grown up
this?
to, I'm just saying it's weird to think about everybody you've grown up
Yeah.
to while watching as a kid. Anybody famous, provided you obviously live long enough, which
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
likely, right? Everybody, any celeb that you consider A-list celeb, right? Just name them. they're probably going to die in your
They're
lifespan.
probably on the Epstein list. Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone we
my
know
God.
ever is going to die.
I know, but it's a weird thing to recognize that all your heroes, everybody you like in pop culture,
All my
will
friends
die
are
out.
dead.
It's just a weird concept. This guy, he's still on the Epstein list, bro. Let Lizzie vote on the Epstein list as well. He probably was.
He probably was.
He probably was, honestly. It's just a
Yeah.
weird thing to acknowledge.
We
I
don't
mean,
think about it because
obviously-
it hasn't really happened in our
That's what I'm
generation.
saying.
It's the older generation that's
Yeah,
happened,
it's
which
the
we
old
don't- we're not
generation,
as
yeah.
connected to.
But like
Yeah.
anybody above a
starting to
certain
happen.
age, it's starting to happen.
It's
and this
starting
will
to
con-
happen.
Yeah.
It's starting to-
consistently
You see, like
happen.
people like when X passed, Juice WRLD passed. Obviously, I know you ain't. I know Hamzah loves X. Hamzah's a big X fan, isn't he? But yeah, like there's people that pass away in our generation that we idolize anyway. He's such a
don't think-
liar, bro. Look at him.
He
But
does like X.
like we see these people passing away, and we're just gonna be like, it's fucked. But they're even younger than us. So imagine.
I'm not talking
the
about
older-
those though, really. I'm talking about more people who we grew up with. Like any celeb, you grow up watching the movies, going to their films, going watching their TV shows, playing
Yeah.
whatever
But there's
variation IP of the game.
there are still quite a few people that is that exact scenario that have died recently that we grew up
course.
watching. Uncle Phil, innit?
Yeah, but Uncle Phil is not an A-lister. Uncle Phil's not an A-lister.
Still a celeb.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
You still
talking
grew
about
up watching
A-list
it,
guys.
things
I'm
first.
talking about like George Clooney. I'm talking like Brad Pitt. I'm talking about Tom Cruise. I'm talking about Eddie Murphy. I'm talking about Jim Carrey. All these legends of the business that you grew up watching, they will obviously, because everyone dies. So it's a weird thing. And Bruce Willis kind of just another point to this whole thing that he will most likely die in the next 5-year time span, which is crazy, right? The diehard
Yeah, it's
guy you
wild.
grow up watching.
That 100 to 0
Fifth
thing is
Element.
wild. Like from going completely
Yeah.
just normal, so to speak. To
Dementia's a
completely
horrible
shutting
thing.
down. It's scary, man. That's
Yeah.
scary.
I actually have a story about Bruce Willis. Let me pull it up.
I thought it was like a
Because-
personal story. Like you met him one time.
Imagine.
That's true.
I would
I
never
actually
stop
met him.
talking about that.
I actually met him,
When?
but he's probably going to forget about it. So
Oh, probably already has.
Bro, you know what? It's so mad you said that because you know what I was gonna say. Is he gonna die hard or is he gonna die easy?
In a bit. It's been atypical, bro. I'm cutting, bro.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
going back
cutting,
to
I'm
the.
out of
I'm going
here.
back to the shadow realm. Yeah, say less.
I'm out of here. Wait, I'm ending it.
Alright, wow, flipping over. Flipping
Just gone
out.
black and white.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
god. Oh my
Oh,
god, lads. I
man.
feel dirty after that. I can't lie.
Nah, I'm
Hamza did not
sorry.
make it better.
Yeah, so imagine you need to wash your hands, man.
Flipping out, bro.
It's mad. It's
Um,
mad.
Nah.
I guess it won't be the Farmageddon.
Well, hold on. Let me pull up my story.
Oh, you're telling your
Jake,
story,
you
bro?
Hurry up. Jake, you hurry up, bro.
Flipping out,
Hurry
bro.
up, bro.
Oh, relax yourself.
Actually, what's Bruce Willis' best film? On real though, what are we saying his best
Probably
film?
Die
is?
Hard. I haven't actually seen Die Hard.
Same,
You haven't seen. Okay.
I've seen bits. I've seen bits.
same.
Okay. Oh,
Probably Die Hard. innit?
what are his most?
You watched it, bro. What the no, bro. The one that I choose, which is one of my favorite movies ever, Fifth Element. Banger film, so good.
Was that Carbon?
Oh my god.
Why is he here? Why is he part of this movie?
Don't worry, he
It
won't
probably
be
isn't
after
Carbon,
that
by the
joke.
way. It
won't
probably
be
isn't
after
Carbon.
that
I'm just
joke.
saying. I just picked a random element. I'm just saying. I'm not dumb.
I mean,
I mean,
Anyway, Chris Tucker's in that movie. Speaking about Epstein's list, Chris Tucker's
Epstein
in that
list,
movie.
yeah.
Chris Tucker's in that movie, and he's a banger. He's jokes.
Whoa.
Listen, not that banging. Okay?
Major pause.
Banging performance.
Major pause. Alert.
Banging
Major
performance.
pause. Alert.
But yeah, Fifth Element's incredible.
Jay, have you
movie.
got this story, bro?
I'm
Jay, bro.
What? We're answering Massam's question.
Yeah,
We've been
innit?
stalling for about 20 minutes
oh
for
yeah,
you to get
what's
the
he?
story out.
Where's he?
It's alright. We were
actually?
stalling while you were doing your nonsense, bro.
I'll tell you a super underrated film that he was in that I love,
Red?
which is Looper.
Oh, I love Loop. Oh, so
Looper's
funny you said that.
fantastic.
Oh,
film.
Loop. What?
No, go on. Hamza, what's Loop?
Yeah, no, yeah, go on.
Go on,
Is that the one? Oh, wait. Is
Yeah,
it the
yeah,
one
it's
where
that
they're in
one.
the field? They're in the field as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Thingy's in it. What's his name?
They
the guy
are
from
in a
Inception?
field.
Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Gordon Levitt. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that. I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Put
banging
some
movie.
respect on my name.
Great film.
I didn't know he was in that.
He's quite literally.
There's two main characters. He's one of them.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I watched it.
There's no
Good movie,
excuses.
Why is he
Good
here?
movie.
Why is he part of this? All right, look, the story. This is a story from someone who was on one of the production sets for the film that Bruce Willis was starring in.
Which
And
movie?
this was after he had been first diagnosed, and he started to move towards sort of B-tier films when he
Yeah,
only
yeah.
needed to be on screen for like 10 minutes, basically. And he was raking in he was still raking in $1 million per film at least, but he had
Standard.
to bare minimum amount of work he had to do because it was already, he had been diagnosed, people were starting to clock on, right? So this person has said, and I'll read it line for line. Bruce Willis is losing it. There's a man on set called the Willis Whisperer. He literally has to say all of Bruce's lines through a mic that is fed back to Bruce since he can't remember any of it. And he's also Bruce's babysitter since he keeps wandering off set just randomly.
Oh no, bro.
That's horrible.
And then he goes into detail on one of the things. There was a scene that they had to shoot. They spent like 2 hours shooting this one scene because Bruce had to say a bunch of lines and then hand a water bottle over to his co-star. And he kept handing the person other things. He would just hand him, he would go and grab some random thing and just hand it to the co-star instead of the water bottle. So they had to keep reshooting this one scene because he physically didn't know where he was or what he was doing.
That's
That's
so
rough,
peak,
man.
man.
That's so peak. That was
Dementia's
early. That was
horrible.
early first diagnosis as well. That wasn't even like what's going on right now. That was years back. That's crazy.
Not
That's
that long.
horrible.
It would have been in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
That's
That makes
mad.
it scary, man.
Did you look? Because we always hear about dementia and Alzheimer's, all these things. They come up. They're usually on set later in life. But did you not hear about this story of the first ever patient that was 19 years old diagnosed with Alzheimer's literally yesterday? Bro, your life's you're 19. Your life's gone.
When did Michael J. Fox get diagnosed with Parkinson's? Wasn't he really young as well?
Bro, I didn't even
Yeah,
know that until
he was young.
recently. You know,
In
Like
China
40-ish.
as well. This 19-year-old.
was it China?
What's the difference between? What did you say he had? Sorry, the 19-year-old.
Oh, he has Alzheimer's.
Yeah, what's the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia? Like, what's the
I
distinction?
think it's the same thing. I think it's a similar thing. It's part of
Dementia
the same
is
thing.
a part of Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is a bigger disease.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dementia
it's
is
HIV.
Dementia
it's
is-
the most common form of Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Alzheimer's. You're
Well,
19. How-
19, bro. That's his life gone, man.
Oh, check this out. So I'm reading this article. Alzheimer's diagnosis has climbed 200% in people aged 30 to 64, with the average age of early onset diagnosis 49.
That's young, man.
Michael J. Fox got diagnosed with Parkinson's when he was 29.
Oh, that's young, man.
One of the goats. Shout out.
Is he top 5
Damn.
though?
For that
the
performance-
criteria.
Top five in sci-fi films. He is.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No, I still don't think so. You know,
Look, you're just disrespectful.
you're ignoring Star Wars franchise, bro.
No, I'm not.
he's been in
I said what I
one
said.
franchise and
No
it's
Star Wars
3
films better
films.
than
That's what
Back
you
to the
need.
Future.
No,
100%.
Nah,
100%.
nah,
100%,
nah.
Jay.
But
100%.
listen, but what's more iconic? Definitely Star Wars.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
No, don't be ridiculous.
It's just shut up,
50-50
man.
man.
split. We need Chargy back.
It's not even 50-50. Star Wars at once upon a time was the
Wait, it's
biggest
50-50
movie
because
ever.
me and Jay
Star
said
Wars
it
was
50-50. It's
only
maths, bro.
massive because it
saying
was
you're
the
dumb.
first of its kind.
Okay,
Back to the
but
Future was
that's-
massive because it was actually sick.
No, what the flip?
First
What
of
kind
its
of
kind,
horrendous-
it
Jay,
changed.
Jay,
It changed
Jay.
cinematography.
Jay,
Shout
it
out to
Star
literally
Wars.
changed cinema.
Star,
Jay, it
Star Wars
literally
changed
cinema.
cinematography at the time.
Yeah, Jay, it changed cinema. It was generally the biggest movie
Yeah,
made.
but
so
it doesn't hold up.
Yes,
yeah, well
it
done.
does.
Guess what?
No.
Endgame changed cinema. How far did that get it?
Endgame
Endgame
shit.
didn't.
Superhero bracket coming
Watch
soon.
your flipping mouth.
Superhero
Endgame
bracket.
sh-
Supermovie
Don't put
movie
Endgame and Star Wars in the same fucking sentence, bro.
Don't put
not the same
Endgame
thing.
and anything in the same sentence, bro, because it's too damn.
You brought it
long.
up, you cuck.
Yeah, it's to shit on it.
What,
Shit on
an,
it.
what an
Listen,
insult. Where did you
Bro,
get
that was a mad
Disrespect. Disrespect on Endgame. I will not tolerate
shit,
it.
bro.
All right, it's not like we have
Endgame's
another
dead.
video where we discuss Endgame. All right, I will not
Yeah.
tolerate it right now.
Which one?
Endgame's
Which
one?
flipping
Then.
dead. But Endgame is not. What did you say? I did. I complained. I got told off for complaining. Endgame is not cinema defining, right?
Thank
It's
you.
not.
Hey,
Yeah.
you heard it here first.
It's
Courtesy
not,
of
man.
Matt Sam.
It's not though. But
It's
Star
not.
Wars literally is. It quite literally is.
Yeah, that's
So
nice,
Back to the
though.
Future. Back to the Future is goated, but
Everyone's
it's not
valid to
more
have an
iconic.
opinion. It's a
But
shame.
it
it
you're
doesn't
wrong.
hold
Yeah, but
up.
some opinions are
Ours
wrong,
is
innit?
factual.
they're
Yeah,
Some
exactly.
actually
opinions
wrong.
are just wrong,
Some
innit?
opinions are just wrong,
Nobody-
innit, Massam?
nobody
Massam,
thinks-
hold that.
It's backwards, G.
It's backwards, you Dumbo, bro.
Hold that.
What an L,
Use your
bro.
other hand.
Oh my
Nah,
god, he just
nah,
gave an
nah.
L to himself. He just gave an L to himself.
Hold that, Hamzah, bro.
Hold that.
Hold that. West side. West side.
Oh my god, we're getting him out, bro. This is last.
Oh
the Bruce
my
Willis
God.
joke was the final straw, anyway. But anyway,
finish.
what was the
Anyways.
Bruce Willis? What was your guys' favorite Bruce Willis film? Only I
Oh,
said
yeah,
my answer. Hamza said a movie which
said
he's
my
not even
answer.
seen. What did you say, Jay?
Looper.
Oh, okay, Looper.
Yeah, Looper.
Really, that's your favorite?
I
feel like
haven't
you're
seen
doing it
any movies of
disservice.
it. I didn't even know he was in Looper.
You don't know
What
any
you-
others.
what are we saying?
You haven't
I'll
seen
name you
Die
some-
Hard.
I'll name you
This-
some. He did Die Hard, obviously each one.
Yeah.
He did Death Becomes Her, which is amazing movie. Nobody's seen that. He did the Split, Unbreakable stuff.
Can I
Unbreakable's
say
amazing.
a movie? Can I say a movie where he isn't?
You're gonna say Expendables?
I want to say Pulp Fiction, but he's not even like that big of a character
Yeah,
in
I
it.
wouldn't-
But it's
I
my
wouldn't
favorite
count that.
movie.
I don't even remember he was in Pulp Fiction. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Okay, Armageddon. Armageddon's just it's just iconic, bruv. It's just.
I did
iconic,
like
bro.
Armageddon, but if I watched it now, I probably would hate the movie.
Yeah, I
It's
mean
one
it's
of them
old.
ones.
It's one of them ones. Yeah, it's so cliched. Such a big cliched film, but it's just special place in my heart. It's so is Die Hard though. The whole fucking series is cliched.
I've only seen the
Yippee
fourth one. Yeah, but it made
Oh,
that
yeah,
cliche, innit?
Yeah, it's just
It's like saying Romeo and Juliet is cliched. It's like, yeah, but it set the
It
mold,
is.
innit? But
It
it set
is,
the mold,
Yeah.
yeah.
so you can't really criticize that.
To be fair, Split was very good.
I haven't
Split
seen
was
Split.
cool.
Unbreakable is sick.
And he was
Red
in
is
12
good.
See that.
Monkeys. Forgot
Red is
about that.
great as well. I never saw
Red
Red 2
was
though.
sick. Red was
Yeah.
sick.
Red's overrated.
Nah, Red was
It's-
cool, man.
Red's overrated.
That's another cliche film, but it's cool. It's just cool.
It's
they're all-
fine.
That's the kind of guy Bruce Willis is. He has anyone that's bold and hard. They make cliched films.
Do
like
not
that, bruv.
compare him
Pause.
to Jason Statham. Do not compare him to Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Vin Diesel,
mate.
Jason Statham, The Rock,
Dwayne
all-
The Rock Johnson.
Bruce is
If you're
actually way better than all of them. I can't lie.
Eh,
He's the best bold action superhero star.
eh.
He is 1,000,000%.
Superhero.
Action superhero. They're all
He's
basic.
playing
guy.
a superhero. He's playing him a
Unbreakable.
superhero.
No, Unbreakable is basically superhero.
Okay,
film.
true. But that's
What's your definition of a superhero? Ah, weird.
He's quite literally.
Moving on.
No. He quite literally is a superhero in Unbreakable.
He actually is. That's actually a sick film, to be fair.
Great
That's a
movie.
dirty film.
Go on, moving on
forgot
to
he
what,
was-
Hamza? You got so many
Um,
topics left on
I
the
don't know.
dock,
We
man.
actually have a lot of topics to about. Super Bowl. Rihanna.
Ooh.
Nobody cares about the Super Bowl, bro.
Thank you. That's
Nah,
all I
nah,
wanted to hear
nah.
you say. No, that's all I wanted to hear you say. Now we can move on
You're
to
the
the
one
next
who
one. bro.
recommended me to add
Who
it to
put
the
that
doc.
in the doc?
Massam
I did on Hamza's volition. He was like, "Yeah, add it." I'm like, "Nobody cares." And he's like,
Oh.
"Come on, man, in it halftime show on that."
That might
Rihanna,
be me who said that.
Rihanna
Have
didn't
you
get
guys
paid.
have you guys seen the graph
okay.
of how expensive it's gotten to do
Yeah,
an
yeah,
ad
yeah.
for Super Bowl?
Yes.
It's like a graph like 10 years ago. It was barely anything like 100K max, and now it's like 7 million. Or
7
whatever.
mil, yeah.
That's
Prime,
wild.
bro. They don't Prime.
Yeah.
They don't know Prime. Master,
Can't
did
lie.
you see
Have
that
you guys
live?
seen the advert? It's not that good.
Master, did you
What's
see
the-
that
what's the
live
ad?
when it came out?
Mhm.
What was
Yeah.
it saying?
Have you not seen the advert?
I haven't seen anything to do with it apart from like the
Very meh
little
advert, innit,
things.
Massam?
It was just basically like a quick cut live action sort of like compilation of like this is Prime, and it's just
Oh,
showing,
you
like,
mean the
them
drink?
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
Not
we're talking about Amazon
bro.
Prime, bro. Of course, the one that
Yeah,
KSI
Bezos
owns.
sponsor us.
You didn't say KSI. You just said Prime.
Yeah, but come on, man.
What do you
Jay,
think? We're
come
thinking
on.
about Amazon Prime adverts.
Yeah,
bro.
Amazon
We're Super
Prime don't
Bowl.
need
Well,
Super
they got
Bowl,
the
bro.
budget for a 7 mil ad. I didn't think Prime did.
Prime
Of
did.
course. It's
Prime's getting
JJ
clear,
and
bro.
Logan Paul, bro.
Yeah,
It's not
paid-
7 mil though. It depends where you place it.
They
in the
paid
Super
just
Bowl.
under. They paid just under, is what they were saying. But how do we
Yeah,
know?
can't lie. The ad is just average ad in it.
It was
Nothing
not
special.
good.
I've seen a
Fairs,
million
fairs.
better Super Bowl ads than theirs, to be fair. But it's cool
Fairs.
because
It's
It's KSI, innit?
KSI in it. It's
Yeah.
KSI.
What?
Just,
Okay, what price does Prime have to be for you to buy it?
nothing more than retail, bro. I'm buying
Retail's
at
£2.
retail.
Retail's
Retail's
what? I thought
£2.
retail's like 150.
I'm buying at
I think
retail.
it's
That's it.
£2.
I'd pay £2 for it. That's it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not going out my way for it.
Nah. I know Lucas's and tastes better anyway, so. Tough. you know what I
Is
mean?
that even the same?
Did you not hear that Gatorade's making like a competition with Prime now? As in, like they're trying to bring out an energy drink as well now. Because
They already do though.
no, as in like a caffeinated, like a sparkling drink. So you know
Is
how
Prime
Prime
sparkling?
They
So
have
they-
carbonated versions, yeah.
they did a hydration drink and then they did a sparkling drink as well. So now Gatorade's trying to do a sparkling one as well, just because they saw Prime doing up numbers.
Fairs.
I'm gonna
So
test
basically, the
them.
mode's working. That's basically
You
what they
must
wanted.
really feel threatened as a
As
that must
Gatorade.
be $1 billion company by now.
Has to
For
be.
it to
way
just
bigger.
to
They sponsor
its-
the NFL, don't they? That's their drinks, right? Yeah, that's their drinks are Gatorade. Well, Prime is now the
Madness.
sponsor of the UFC.
So mad.
Yeah, they're just their sponsor now. It used to be Body Armor. Now it's Prime. It looks kind of out of place on the canvas because they have
Yeah.
a cartoony logo, but I guess that kind of makes it stand out a little bit more. But yeah, it's I don't think no one's drinking that though. After they rehydrate, they're all still drinking their Monster Energies, but it's still the sponsor, which is pretty dope. Logan signed it with Dana White and stuff. That's pretty cool. Can't lie.
It's actually so
Pretty sick.
wavy.
It's pretty sick. And
What
Connor's
energy-
back.
Speaking
You
of,
wanna see
yeah.
that?
Speaking of
Connor's
UFC.
back to the UFC, mate.
Why don't we let
Maybe you
Jay
wanna
take
ex-
this? Why don't we let Jay,
Yeah,
Jay
yeah,
take
yeah,
this
yeah, Jay.
conversation, Jay?
Oh
We all
yeah,
know
he's
you're
back.
such
He's
a-
back.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Last thing, okay, this is how little I know about any of the sport. Last I heard about Conor McGregor was when he broke his leg. How many years ago was that?
Bro, we saw it happen in Peak District when we went on holiday, bro. That was like
3 years.
You're trying to remember
3
how long
years,
ago
2,
that
3?
was.
2 years.
2
It
years.
was not 3 years
It was
ago.
2 summers ago.
years.
It's 2 summers
Yeah,
ago.
that's
Two
fine.
summers.
That's not that long ago. That's all right.
Yeah.
yeah.
That
he's
is
back.
pretty much the last thing that happened, to be fair, to do with him. Apart from
Atypical,
cocaine.
atypical go Vegas.
I'd love to.
What? Two of you don't gamble?
Nah, I just watched the fight, innit?
Neither do I.
But yeah, but you could. But you could. And I
could.
could.
I could. But
I mean,
what?
I could, but I won't.
Yeah, I could.
I could.
No,
but I
we're
no,
gonna be
but
technical
you
about
So
guys-
one
you
of you
guys-
gambles.
You guys never would. You guys never would. Me and Harshu could at least just put a $5 down.
Nah.
Never had a bigger lie in my life.
Dude's gonna spend 100 times that on alcohol anyways. It's fine.
Yeah, that's a guaranteed
Proper
loss,
12,
bro.
yeah? Proper 12.
Bro, I'll back it, bro. I've heard some. Actually, no, I've not. I've not heard some good things. I've heard bad things about that drink. I can't lie
Yeah,
to you, bro.
apparently it's not great. Apparently it's not great. But yeah, Connor's back, man. It's
Ah,
exciting.
I'm so
Can't wait.
happy.
He's
I'm
probably
so
gonna
happy.
lose, realistically, but at least he's back, innit? Fair enough. I mean, why
Should
not?
be interesting.
September
Either way.
time.
Do your
you
do a Connor impression, Lord.
Go on.
No, my Connor impression is not good.
Yes, it is. That's probably the best one that you have.
No, that's shut up. You're just gaslighting.
No, because I mean, yeah, but
No. Go on. Give us your Irishman accent then, all right?
No,
How
no,
about
no,
that?
no,
Irishman
no,
accent.
No.
Not Connor,
That-
Irishman.
you're
There's a
Irish.
difference.
do Irish, yeah, because your Irish is actually good. Your Irish accent's actually good.
I've only ever heard my Irish is whack, so we're gonna leave it at that.
That's the only one you can do, bro.
Bro, your pain
Subscribe
one
to
wasn't that much
Patreon
better, bro.
if you wanna. Yo, why are you coming at my pain, bro? Have you heard your French? Your French is Russian,
Yeah,
bro.
and I do it
Wait,
proudly.
I'm pulling up the stats. How many views did the pain one get?
I got a few thousand. I think I got like over 1,000. Like.
You got, I'm pretty sure you
Pull
got
up the
2.
stats.
I think you
Got
got
better than
2K.
our
though.
actual-
2.6k.
That's
Yeah.
alright. That's
And
So then
sick.
do your
38
Irish
one.
likes.
Then do your
What is that
Irishman,
ratio?
I'm
bro.
not doing my Irish one.
Yeah, go on.
There you go. That's
That
what
was
again.
that was pathetic, bro. Do
Yeah,
it
that's
when
fine. You
nobody's
call it
Like,
pathetic. Let's say yours. Go on.
No, because I don't have one.
There you go.
Do it again,
Neither do
Hamzah.
I.
Hamzah, do
Neither
it
do
again.
I. Yeah, sorry. Me no comprende.
Jay missed it.
Me no
man.
inglés.
Then also
me no
Spanish, bro.
inglés.
Also
No
Irish.
hables inglés. No hables
Okay.
inglés.
All right, please
Yeah,
elaborate
madness.
on Dodo Super Cow. Because
Okay,
what's
wait.
this?
Before we get there, because we were talking about Conor McGregor and his, like, you know, he likes drugs. Let's talk about drugs.
All right, sure, Harshu. Why don't you lead the way with drugs?
Bro,
Why not? Why the fuck not? So basically,
Is this the
I've done the
balloons
balloons.
again?
Oh,
Have we made full
have
circle?
you not?
Now it's this. Now it's time for Class
Oh,
A
that's
drugs,
exactly what
bro.
the missile sounds like. Go
Yeah,
on, do
funnily
it
enough,
again.
it actually is. It actually is
course
Class A
it is.
drugs we're talking about here. Did you not see that Canada decriminalized Class A drugs, like the possession of it? So now, if you're in Canada, if you're a nitty, you're holding weight. You're you're legally allowed. Well, you're not legally allowed to hold it, but you're not gonna get arrested for getting caught with a certain amount on you, which is mad. Because I wanted to ask you lot what you think about the whole idea of, like, when you keep things away from people, you're more likely to do it, in it, like drugs and other things. So how would you lot think this will go down in Canada? They basically like
Just-
What?
just,
What did you say? They've
unlikely
legalized
to be
Class
changed,
A.
they've decriminalized Class A drugs, like having possession of a certain amount, heroin, cocaine, meth, all these things. You can hold a certain amount on you, and if you get caught with it, with that certain amount, you don't get arrested, but instead you get pointed towards like a rehab center, or like you get given advice on what you should be doing instead.
Yeah,
But there's more to the story.
What
You're
is that
literally
gonna
just giving
do?
people the ability to just hold drugs, and they can, at the end of the day, if you're using, you're still going to use. If you're selling, you're still going to sell. And now you can hold a certain amount instead of, I don't know what the limit is. Let's just say it's 10 grams or something, right? You can literally just take that 10 grams, sell it, come back with another 10, keep going, keep going, keep going. How are they going to catch you? Like,
So
what,
it's
what I mean?
the amount
Sort of thing.
is so that's true, but the amount is basically not enough to be like you can deal. It's more for personal use, but it's
Sure.
still enough for like to get done with in the past.
But isn't personal use, if you're dealing, like if someone's trying to buy it off you, they're going to buy a personal use amount, aren't they?
Yeah, but you need to have enough on you to, as say I have like this much, yeah, on me. If someone's asking for this much, that's me done. I have to go back somewhere to get
Yeah,
it
Jay,
again. You
you're
get
not
me?
gonna. A drug dealer's not gonna hold just the quantity for one customer, bro.
Oh,
You
he's so
need
innocent.
economics, fam.
So
You need
cute, man.
economics.
Supply and demand. G.
Tesco doesn't just have one bottle for one customer, bro.
No,
No,
but it
but
does.
but it can't be that much of a stretch to just have it in a warehouse or whatever and then go collect it.
Yeah, but if you don't, the point that we're trying to make here is if you have a certain amount on you, anything over that,
Yeah, I understand what you're saying,
yeah, but you're not going to get anyone
but
high.
I'm saying you could still deal.
You can't, because you're not going to get anyone high. That much isn't going to do anything for anyone. That's the point. So they've
What's the
done
point
that.
of even allowing an
But
amount which
yeah,
doesn't
that's
even
what I
get
don't
you
understand.
high? Then do you know?
It's
you know what I'm
only
trying to
enough
say
to
here?
get you high. It's not enough to get someone else high.
Wait, think about
What?
what
I
you're
don't
saying.
understand.
Think about what you're saying. Think
So,
about what you're saying.
as in like a dealer, bro. If a dealer's not gonna have more than
No, I know
a
what you
dealer's
mean.
gonna
Like,
have.
yeah. You're not gonna be holding like just a gram. You're gonna need more than that if you're dealing it.
I know
No
what
one's
you
gonna go
mean.
back and forth for a gram, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
Realistically, no one's doing that. It's
I
just
bro, I'm fully against drugs anyway, so I
Yeah,
think you should
yeah,
just
see.
completely stamp it out.
So, so what's the
do some of that.
benefit of decriminalizing it?
well, the idea and the argument behind it is that if you're keeping things away from people, there's more likely for things to happen where people are just going to find other ways to kind of just go and do it. Like say for example with drugs, if you're gonna allow a certain amount on you, it's like, all right, cool. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. You're not
Here we go.
I think it's psychology, bro. Half of it is psychology. It's like when you know something's wrong, you're more likely to go and do it as well. Things like that. I don't know. It's
So I got some more info on it. So it's BC, British Columbia. There you can hold up to 2.5 grams of drugs such as methamphetamine, fentanyl, morphine. It's a 3-year experiment. Similar policy apparently in Oregon in the US, which decriminalized hard drugs. So yeah, if you have less than 2.5, you won't be arrested, charged, or have your thingy seized. But like Harshu said, yeah. Oh no, wait, yeah. So they'll offer you information on health and social services. I think that's kind of dumb because you're going up to a nitty. You're like, yo, you got 2.5 grams of fentanyl and methamphetamine. Yo, but here's a number for Talk to Frank. Cheers, mate. Have a nice one. Off they go with another 2.5 grams on the daily basis.
I agree, but the alternative also is okay. They get arrested. People still deal drugs in like these penitentiaries. You know that, right? So like either way, it's kind of pick your poison. Both solutions don't work. Otherwise, the war on drugs wouldn't be a thing.
there
I feel
is
like
there is a thing.
Worth
Before,
a trial, I
there's an
guess, sort of
argument.
thing, innit?
There's an argument. Like in like Scandinavian countries, they instead of arresting you, or instead of telling you to fuck off, they give you a safe place and safe needles and stuff like that to do drugs, so you're not passing out more diseases. You're not giving up. There's more a less of a negative externality and stuff, and it's working. You're
mad.
laughing, but it's working.
No, I know what you mean. It's better to do it safe than to not do it safe.
Exactly.
But it's still funny at the same time.
Of
like,
course, but
it's
if you're
just
gonna,
wild. It's wild.
it's like,
But you
bro,
can't
it's-
stop it. I agree. Unless you're like proper hardcore. But then at that point you're becoming like a dictatorship sort of thing, where you can control them in a place like that, rather than if you're just living in like a very bog standard democratic country type thing, you can't and it's a big enough country. You can't stop it. It just doesn't work, does it? Like,
I don't think it's gonna stop either way anytime
No.
soon. But I think it's if you've tried everything else, it's always worth trying something else.
yeah. Why
And
not, innit?
also, if there's been like a positive externality elsewhere where things have shown promise, then why not? Especially with Canada being one of them places where I just feel like, I don't know, they just seem happier, bro. People
Where
just
did
seem
this
happier.
meme start? You know, I don't understand the Canada, like they're all so nice and happy. Where did that meme start?
They're all just
apparently-
nice people, innit?
apparently
It's a
there's nice people.
stereotype.
But I just feel like
Stereotype.
I don't think it's a
capped, innit?
meme.
It's a
No,
stereotype.
it is a meme, bro. What do you mean? Not
It's
every
a stereotype
Canadian
that
is
they're
happy.
nice.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
where
but
did
it's
that
not
start?
a meme. Like it's
It's not a meme. It's a stereotype.
Where did that
Yeah.
start from? It is a meme
been
because it's
around
not
for
true.
days.
Because
It's a
Because-
meme because it's not true. How do you like? Where did it
But-
start from?
No, but if majority
but
of the
we don't
people
know
are
that.
nice,
Yeah, it's the stereotype
do you know
started from
that?
it being comparative to the US. People that travel to
Then
Canada
that
say
is
it's nice.
meaningless, bro. That's meaningless.
Canada
if
is a
you
nicer
compare-
place to live. The average
the
person's a
benchmark-
lot
Is it
nicer.
meaning-
If the benchmark is US, it's meaningless.
I'm sure the benchmark.
other
isn't.
people have done
What
that
do you
too,
mean?
though, right?
I've met one Canadian. It was very nice.
Oh, is it? Or is it because you've heard this dumb meme and you weren't expecting him to be nice?
I only heard
feel
this
like
meme recently,
he's nice,
and
he's
I've
nice.
met.
Really?
I heard it like 2 years ago when I started watching How I Met Your Mother, because obviously Robin, all that, yeah. But I met like a Canadian person way before that, and I was like, all right, calm, like same shit. But even then, like I don't know where it started from, I don't know where it came from, but they just seem like a happy America. That's all I've seen from what I've seen. Like a happy America, it's the same shit,
Happy
just happier.
America. Oh, that's funny. But
It's
yeah.
mad. But yeah, just interesting how people are trying out different things out there.
See if it works, innit? Is
I
anyone
mean,
want to find out?
my-
Is anyone want to find out?
It's an interesting debate, which I low-key want to reserve for a deep topic, because I do feel like we'll have contrasting opinions here. Because I'm of the idea that, like, you can, if you make drugs widely available, right, I don't necessarily know if the consumption is going to go up or less. Sure, drug trafficking will go up. Sorry, the consumption will go up, obviously, but I don't necessarily think the users will go up because
I think it
Okay.
will, because you're just giving people who there's a lot of people, because I guess you could say like there's people. I think this is a really good topic, actually. I think you're right. We could say this
Yeah,
for
that's
yeah,
why.
thingy, but like I think you'd have people who are like hardcore users who use it, no questions asked. You have a lot of people who dabble in it sometimes, right? Let's just say for like a recreational purpose, and then you have some people who like kind of always wanted to try it, but they haven't really tried it yet. Maybe there's some laws against it. Maybe they're afraid of getting caught and stuff like that. Obviously, if you make it open, then all those people who haven't
Yeah.
tried it but kind of want to, they will be trying it while everyone else will still carry on, if not do it to a larger degree as well.
Yeah, the only
That doesn't mean they'll
thing-
get hooked though, but reality is, you know, I
But
don't know
aren't
what the
people
percentages of
who-
people getting hooked.
This is my thing though. Like,
Probably
aren't
will.
people who wanting to try it already trying it?
Okay, this is where there's a statement. Everyone who's on things like meth, heroin, and those drugs,
Yeah,
they're
super
long
severe.
gone.
It's
They're
not-
long
I
not-
agree.
gone.
I
It's
agree.
not.
We're talking more about the
It's
marijuana.
not-
sort of-
Yeah, but this is Class A we're talking about. Marijuana's fine in Canada anyway. I'm pretty sure, right?
It's
Yeah,
legal.
yeah, it's
it's
fine.
li- So these things, if they're like, I can't find the words that I'm trying to say to you guys, but I'm trying to say if it's people like that are gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
So instead of getting them fucked and worse off in jail, as my Sam said earlier, you're giving them the option to
Safe
find help.
space to do it. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
You're not.
It's
You're
like-
not. You're not just. Yeah, because the reality is, people who do that, for the most part, they're homeless or they've got domestic problems, or they've got problems at home, mental health
Yeah.
problems. Like, there's a lot of problems in different aspects of their life going on. So the reality is, they resort to drugs because of their issues. It's escapism, isn't it? So they need help for the most part. But there's still
Most
plenty of them who
part,
just do it
still-
for the bands, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
the only
sure.
thing
I'm
I'm
sure
A
it
large
is.
majority probably still do it for the bands.
Party environment. Yeah.
Yeah, those type of drugs. Yeah.
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 We'll say that topic because
Yeah, I think we can. I'll
I've got
do my
opinions on that.
I'll definitely, yeah, same. I
But-
definitely do as well.
I wanted to quickly talk about, I guess, another deep topic that I think should be mentioned while it's going on. The Turkey Syria stuff, the earthquake, which has happened in the last few weeks. It was 7.8, one of the biggest ones. A crazy amount of people have passed away, over like 50,000, I think, at this point. Obviously, there's so many unaccounted for. Over hundreds of thousands have been injured. It's been
tragic,
crazy,
man.
man. It's
It's
tragic. There's
tragic.
been so many aftershocks which are of similar sizes, if not just as big as the original earthquake. It's just
Two
nuts.
earthquakes, man. two
Yeah, two
earthquakes.
big ones. Yeah.
It's horrific stuff. I don't know if you
It's
guys
horrific.
saw the baby who survived
Yeah,
like,
the 3-month-old.
Yeah.
after like
Yeah.
3 days.
Something crazy. Yeah.
That I can't lie.
There were a
that brought-
couple. There was a mum and a kid as well. That was like 5 days.
Jesus Christ, man.
People have been
Yeah.
in there for so many days, just surviving. It's mental. You got no space to move. You can't breathe. The dust, the rubble, everything like that. Somehow you make
How
it
does
out, and you're good. And in a lot
how
of
does-
cases, like you're fine.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't.
literally about to ask the same question as you, Masa. How does
Yeah,
anyone survive
how?
that? How does a baby survive that?
How does
bro?
a baby? Because that video genuinely made me emotional, and I'm just thinking,
Same, fam.
how did it survive 3 days?
God did.
I know, of course,
100%.
but like,
If you believe in it.
Something will be out there, bro.
but like,
Yeah,
still, I mean, it is quite literally a miracle. So yeah,
There's stories
but,
of people saying like how, I'm sure there's a lot of people like, yeah, whatever, but like of them being in there and they've talked about how like a white spirit has come and helped them and provided water for them. I guess you could say an angel of some sort as well and stuff like that. Obviously, it's two Muslim countries, so obviously heavy in the religion, very devout in those countries. So yeah, it's I don't know, man. There's a lot of people. The footballer, Christian
Christian
Atsu, who unfortunately passed away as well. They found him after 6 days in his apartment building that collapsed on him. The earthquake happened, I think, the day after. He actually scored a brace or whatever you'd call it to draw the game.
Oh, the day before,
really,
right?
Yeah, really, really good goal as well. I think it was a free kick, and then he was supposed to fly out the next day, but he didn't, and then that was really sad as well.
Final
Yeah,
Destination
man.
thing, innit?
It shows you in it like it's natural
Anytime.
disasters. Does anytime? Yeah, it just doesn't matter who you are.
Bro, it's so alien. Just imagine, because obviously, like we've heard, we were talking about in the WhatsApp group, like Turkey's not accustomed to it, but they're very susceptible to these things because they lie on plates, right? But someone in, like, for us in the UK, that idea of something like this, like an earthquake shattering your whole
Country.
everything, bro. It's so foreign and alien to me, like that, the thought of that, and then 50k people and counting. It's just.
I think
it's
someone said
tragic.
it's from Brighton all the way up to like maybe the Scottish border, something like that, in terms of like how big the effect has been. It's like, yeah, it was like half of Turkey, the sort of bottom part. But Syria's like, obviously Syria's been going through so much stuff as well, and it hit like the Aleppo region as well, and the Idlib region, which is like pretty much the worst hit part of Syria, and a lot of Western countries, because of all the alleged whatever terrorism etc happening in Syria, have blocked off aid and support to Syria, like in just over time in the past, and a lot of those barriers are still in place, which is making it really difficult for Syria because Turkey has taken all the headlines for this, but Syria's kind of been forgotten, and it hit them just as hard because it was literally right on the border at the bottom where Turkey meets Syria, so that area has been hit bad as well. But I follow like some people on Instagram and stuff like that, like figures and whatnot, who've been like out there in person helping out and stuff like that, and it's just like, it's nuts to see, man. It's proper nuts.
It's fucking tragic, man.
Yeah, they've been slowly trying to open that Turkey-Syria border to get like aid trucks through, but it means basically like single file right now because it's so difficult to get anything through that border. It's pretty mental. But yeah, they were talking about a few days ago. They were talking to some senior like professors in Turkey universities who they study and profess on like structural management and engineering and stuff. They're talking about how it's actually one of the leading countries in terms of that type of stuff because of where they're situated geographically. Like they actually do a lot of teaching in how to build structures for earthquakes and natural disasters. And so there are a lot of buildings across that border where the earthquake happened that should have stayed up, but there's been so much mismanagement in policing like rules and how to build and where to build and stuff that a lot of the structures just caved straight away, which
it's not a surprise. I mean, just how Turkey isn't, it's not the richest country in that sense. I mean, I don't know their stats on how displaced the wealth is, the disparity across the country, but especially in that region over there, it's definitely less affluent than the Istanbul and the Ankara side of things. So yeah, I don't know, man.
Praise
What
over
What was
them,
the
man.
town? What was the town or city most affected?
I can't remember. It had a very Turkish name. I don't remember. I'll Google it right now. But yeah, like obviously, I think it was Gaziantep was like what it was near. That's the one that I see here. It was the Hatay province. It's like the whole area which you hit. But yeah, I mean, if you are listening, just however much you can donate, even if it's £1, it'll go to a good cause. Obviously, trying to help all of those, especially incredibly impoverished. I saw loads of like great stories of I think there's one guy who just literally said, open up his supermarket doors, he's like, take everything. Like, I don't need it, just take everything. So yeah, help out if you can, no matter how much it is. You can afford a penny, a pound, just throw it out there.
This is what's annoying, right? Because we have so much tech in the West, so much that if countries actually wanted to help properly, they could just send so many drones of packages to anywhere in the world. But they say now we can't go through that border because that truck can't get through there.
Yeah, but
if they wanted to help, they could do whatever they wanted.
I mean, 99% of it is just virtue signaling stuff, in it. At the end of the day, I mean, that same argument could be made about world poverty. Like, it's the same argument. Everything can derive back to this element of humans being selfish in the day, like everything. Yeah. So it just reiterates. So like, this is me a bit hypocritical, I'm about to say, but like, it tends to be sometimes, not every time, but like in these moments of great tragedy is also some of the best human actions, like the volunteering, exactly what you're talking about. Like, that's when you really see how people are and how positive,
when push comes to shove, how positive and like other humans and people can be, sort of thing. But all
unfortunately,
the chefs have like come together as well and like set up, like Nusrat let out like hella trucks, and Susan Barak has let out like so much. Like, they've all gone together and just built this one massive like mess kitchen, open kitchen thing. And like those impoverished areas, like it was funny because I was watching one of the videos and it was one of the chefs and he's like, if you want to have the best food that Turkey has, come here, because like literally all the best chefs like come together in this open kitchen to help.
Yeah, I saw that he was making like 5,000 hot meals a day or something.
It's
Salt Bay.
Crazy, man. But yeah, sorry, Matt, what were you saying?
I see, that's great, but then there's the pessimistic side of me that thinks like,
yeah, same.
Why does it take a tragedy like this for you to do something like that? But
Salt Bay, let's be honest. Salt Bay's doing PR. Salt Bay's doing PR after his Argentina tactic.
It wasn't like those.
It's not me saying that, all right? You know, said
those areas weren't necessarily poor per se. Like, it's not like they. At least I don't think they needed this level of help. It's just because of the earthquake that they needed this help and stuff. It wasn't that they were like super poor or anything like that. In that regard.
So they can only get a free meal. They can only get a free meal when the flipping country is in tethers.
For sure. But at the same time, anyway, like we don't know what charity people do. Especially like in like I'll say from this perspective, like in Islam, for example, obviously again Muslim countries here, like the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has said like, give your charity in a way that your right hand does not know what your left hand gives. So like the way you give charity, like it should be the most secret thing, that not even your right hand knows what your left hand gives. So it's kind of hard to say, you don't, I guess, know what people do.
It's true
behind the scenes in that sense. But I do agree with you, Massam, in the sense that a lot of the time it's a lot of virtue signaling and a lot of like people, especially I guess in the West, I guess especially more so, at least it's more so covered, that they come out to help and they just come in waves. Like Ukraine, for example, like nobody, people care, then they don't care. What, if something happens, people care, then they don't care. They just come and they go, they come and then go. As even BLM stuff, they care, and then next second they don't care, and it's just like people just, if it doesn't affect them directly, they'll stop caring as quick as they cared in the first place.
Yeah, they'll get bored. I saw a nutty video of a Russian and Ukraine fighting in trenches across each other. I don't know if any of you've seen that. It is nuts because they're literally in trenches very close, maybe 20 meters away. And the Ukrainians from it's like almost like a GoPro footage. I don't know how it's filmed. I'll try to send in the group chat later because the Don grabs
monetized.
I don't know, right? Because I'm gonna tell you right now what happens. It might be a body cam, but I didn't know that Army Dons have body cams, so I don't know what the hell it is. He generally grabs an RPG and shoots it. Like it is, and it's like 20 meters away in trench warfare. It is nuts.
What?
Then he grabs his AK and he's just shooting over the side. It's nuts.
Mad.
It's nuts.
Heavy artillery in that short range. An RPG in that short.
That's why I'm really confused.
That's
That's why I'm really
mad.
confused. And also, there was no explosion. So unless COD's been lying to me this whole time about RPGs,
There was no
something's not adding up.
explosion.
You'll see. You'll
Bro,
see.
you
must have
weren't
missed.
watching some like body cam paintball thing.
I'm pretty sure,
We're sure it
Jay,
wasn't
I
Call
did
of
not
Duty live
mistake that.
action.
I'm pretty sure I didn't mistake that.
No Russian.
A rocket propelled
no.
grenade didn't have an explosion.
No,
This
but he
is
must have
news
missed,
to
didn't
me.
He must have missed, is what
Must
I'm
not have
assuming.
steady aim, pro.
He was shaking. The adrenaline was nuts. I was feeling the adrenaline from him.
No danger.
You're saying the RPG went out the map. That's what you're saying.
I'm literally saying that. I'm
He's on the
literally saying
Fortnite rocket ride.
Bro, that was sick. Oh my days, the rocket
Did
ride.
they patch that?
Yeah, ages
I
ago,
don't
bro.
know, bro.
I'm sure of it. Nobody does that anymore.
We don't know.
But
We don't
back
play
in-
it, bro.
Bro, they have. Because back in the days, you remember people need to get out of Storm, they'd just do it.
Yeah.
They don't
Good
do that. I ain't
times,
seen no
man.
clips.
Oh,
Good
man.
times.
Good fucking times.
But-
Madness.
Anyway, I wanted to talk about this list. I don't know how we navigate onwards from that.
Yeah,
Turkey
what is this
tragedy.
list? I saw this list, bro. As the biggest proponent and advocate.
What happened
for
to
this
the
beautiful
cow,
town.
bruv?
What happened to the cow?
You didn't
Jay,
even
we're
talk
running out of
about
time.
it.
Jay, we're running out of time.
It's
mate. Can you not-
calm.
Can you not take a hint, bro? We're running out of time.
Nah,
Unless you want to talk
let's
about
talk
your...
about this cow. Let's talk
I
about
wanna-
this cow.
that sounds
It's
more
not
interesting.
even-
No, let's talk about the cow, bro.
Let's
Let's
hear
talk
it,
about the
bro.
cow.
Oh, oh,
that was actually a funny topic when myself brought up. Okay, I'll find the cow though. One
We'll
sec.
save that. We'll save that.
Oh, he doesn't even have it. All right, skip it. I lost interest. Go on. What's up?
All right, why don't we talk about Levi Roots now?
It's right here.
He's right. He's got it. He's prepared.
Go on, tell us about the cow.
Actually, yeah, go on, Jay. Let's talk about subscription cars. Unique, bro.
You guys would all find that interesting anyway. But no, go
Alright,
on, talk
see
about
you
it. Talk about
No,
your
we'll
shit.
save it for next episode.
All right. Well, apparently, there's a startup company called Colossal Biosciences. They had a valuation of 1.5 billion, and they're focusing on bringing back extinct species like the dodo and mammoths and so on and so forth. They're doing it by essentially mining for those genomes for key traits and basically trying to reassemble them to bring back these extinct species. So they're not like bringing them back per se. They're trying to recreate them using old characteristics and stuff. Bruv, imagine we get to see like the dodo bird and mammoths and shit like that walking around again.
Dodo bird overrated, bro. Getting way
Oh,
too much hype than it deserves.
I want to
They-
eat it.
But they would never. These things
Imagine
would never.
Pepe's dodo, fam.
It probably is dodos, bro.
You know what I'm
Probably
saying?
is.
These things would never be released anyway. It would
Yeah,
be
nah,
in
they
a
would
little
eventually
box.
once they're
Maybe,
big enough.
yeah, maybe.
No,
in
it
the,
wouldn't though, because it wouldn't
Nah, Jay,
survive.
It would
No,
die
no,
off
the
the
irony is-
entire
No, no, no.
like,
in the far
biosphere.
future, there's a very high likelihood that it could survive, right? If they're building like an optimal version of this creature,
But they would have like
Super
no
dodo.
idea.
But then
like,
it wouldn't
how
be a-
would
it
affect
wouldn't
the
be a
bot,
dodo.
like, how they would affect everything.
it's not dodo anyway. Like that's. I think we need to just like.
But
It's not
if they
going to be the
recreate,
dodo.
It's
if
known
their
now.
thing is to recreate the species that did exist, it's not going to survive.
Yeah, but okay.
But no,
pause
the
for a
reason why it
second.
died was because of us, right?
No,
We
that's
built
the
it out.
irony.
Whoa.
No,
That's the
no,
irony.
not necessarily.
I didn't do
That's-
nothing, bro. I didn't do nothing,
Humans.
bro.
Loads
Bro,
of species have gone
humans-
extinct without
humans-
humans' involvement.
But this was humans' involvement. Is my point.
Yeah, probably.
You
This
know,
was
we
humans'
would,
involvement.
we would bring back a species that became extinct because of the human species, just for it then to once again go extinct,
Go extinct.
because of the human species.
100%.
Like this,
I mean, I just want to
Together.
see if they could even do it, bro. I want to like. Firstly, it's just bro. This,
so what's
this,
this
it'd be
animal cow
jokes.
then?
It'd be
What's a
jokes.
super cow, bro?
Imagine
So-
they have like a zoo, which is literally just for those that they brought back.
Yeah, it's called
Sign me
called
up, bro. That'd be
Jurassic Park.
banging.
Bro,
I mean,
that's
yeah.
actually, that's actually
it
so
called, Jay?
messed up what you just said. by the
Jurassic
way.
Park.
Yeah, bro, that's fake.
Wait, hold on, that's
You
so
haven't
messed
seen
up
it,
what
have
you
you?
said. By the way.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah, I
he
know.
hasn't seen Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I haven't.
You want to bring back endangered species or extinct species that were extinct just to put
No.
them back in
Okay,
captivity.
this is what you don't understand.
That's what you just
Zoos
said.
do that work to protect endangered species. That's
Yes,
literally
but-
one of their main
but-
things. So
but-
if you were to
but
bring
there's
them
still
back, like we just
species-
said, you wouldn't be able to put them back in the wild. So you'd have to put them in an enclosed space. You might as well make some money on them.
Yeah, but hold on a second. There's still
What are you
pandas out and
saying?
about. You know, they're not just
But
every
pandas
single
is en-
pandas are in
that's
behind zoos.
endangered, bro. They're not extinct. There's a difference, bro.
Didn't it recently
the
also
flip
get?
just came out your mouth,
Relax,
bro?
Relax, bro.
Didn't
Did you
pandas
see
also
what he said?
recently get like they're not extinct anymore?
Yeah, they're not. They're vulnerable, bro.
So
Get
they're not
out
even-
of
sorry,
here,
they're not
bro.
even
They're
endangered- yeah.
vulnerable.
Okay,
That's
well,
like 2 away from least concern, bro. Top third, bro. Top third percentile. Pandas are chilling.
We should. Oh my!
Kung Fu Panda. Is it a musical? Let us
bro?
know.
I just got hit by a killer idea.
There's not a single song.
I've been hit.
Everybody
There
be
is.
Kung
That's
Fu.
wrong. That's wrong. Kung Fu Panda. I just got hit by a killer idea. Let's do a tier list of endangered species.
Oh, hard. Let us know if you want that. That's
Let us know
hard.
if you want that. Yeah,
I
that's
like
hard,
No, we're
bro.
doing that anyway, bro. The
That's
audience
hard,
can't.
bro.
Right, firm it. Hold it. We'll do it anyway.
We're doing it. Yeah, hold it. Like Hamzah did the wrong way L
Yeah, yeah.
and gave himself an L, bro. What an L, honestly.
Yeah, but I bounced back, innit?
No, you
Oh my
didn't.
God. Okay, well,
Like some of these
basically,
endangered species.
What's super cow, bro? What is super
Yeah, what's
cow?
super cow? I want to know what super cow is. That
okay. So
You
I
guys
want
basically,
steak
are
from a
the
super cow,
most
bro.
annoying dance. You don't let the brother speak, and then you're like, "What is it? What is it?"
so under the same vibe, I was looking at another company that basically they made a cow. They
Is this the
genetically
Chinese one?
modified it. It might be. It might be. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, bro. But they basically
mean by that?
like, because they just
Clever, innit?
yeah, they're sick.
Yeah,
They're
they are,
different.
to be fair. They're different. They're
I wasn't
I'm
gonna say
I'm
that.
pretty
but
sure this was the Chinese company. This story because so many people in China don't drink milk and then become lactose intolerant.
We need some
So they're
milk.
building a super cow for this. But you can say the story.
Yeah.
So wait, hold
Okay,
on, hold
well-
on. Wait, sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Jay, you know what the flip super cow was the whole time, bro?
Yeah.
You flipping.
But I didn't know
nonce,
Dodo.
Bro. Oh, Dodo. All right, Dodo. Dodo takes person in the worst place to live in the country.
Yeah, because I also know the answer to that. So I don't want to hear it.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Unless you click the link.
It's
It
Slough
says it in the
Observer.
link.
It's Slough
not.
Observer. I read that.
It's not. It's not. It's
It
not.
says it in the link, bro.
Yeah, but it's not the worst place.
No, it's not the worst, but it's one of the worst. It wasn't it like fourth or something.
Just shut up, bro. Stop ruining my topic. Like, Karen Hashu.
There's nothing more to it. Basically, they made a cow that they pump out way more milk than a normal cow. So it's just interesting.
Bro,
that
I'm
they-
reading this like this called super cows, right? They produce 50% more milk than dairy cows. It's
Yeah.
cloning. That's what they're doing. They're cloning here, and they made they had one. It's in China. The first calf weighed like 57 kilos, bro. It can produce the average cow in Canada can produce 12 tons of milk in basically a year, but apparently this one can produce 18 tons. So yeah, 50% more.
It's
milk.
crazy.
Over 100 tons of milk in their lifetime. Bro, they're genetically mutating milk. I mean, they've been doing it for a hot minute anyway.
They've been
Excuse me.
cloning cows for time
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
But yeah,
Get that
to this
raw
extent.
organic milk, bro.
Do you want to
Yes.
hear a funny story? One
Go
one of the guys I work with, he back in the day when he was like doing work experience and stuff, he worked on a farm. And one day, this like massive set of trucks just turn up to this farm, right? And they're all McDonald's trucks, all of them. And these dudes in suits get out, right? They get out with their clipboards and stuff, and they go to the farm owner, and then they just start like inspecting all their cows, all their bulls, right? And then they say that bull, that's the one. And apparently these guys had gone around the entirety of the UK looking for the perfect bull that had the best sperm to make cows for their beef patties. And then they chose this bull on this farm. And then they just took the bull. They would take the bull like once a month or once every other month. And
Just
they
to
would
mash work.
they would just mash it. It would go to town. And then they would collect all its sperm and use that to create calves and stuff for their beef patties.
Oh
And
my
then they would come back to
days.
this farm. And the farm owner would just get pee every other month.
Brother, that guy is living.
I know
good
what
off
we're
that
calling
one
this
bull, bro.
episode. McDonald's Dark Secrets. Come on. Bloody hell.
Oh,
That's a madness.
dude, That's
Can't
crazy,
lie.
bro.
Can't lie.
Yeah, I
That
know they're not
is-
using it for its milk though, because their milkshake machine's never working, bro.
True.
Well, yeah, it's a bull. You.
That was bullshit, bro. Why you lying?
He said it again. He's done it again.
Oh, I just
He's
realised
done
what happened. I just realised what happened.
Anyway.
Yo, Hush, you bleep that.
Anyway, don't no, yeah, just bleep that. Anyway,
Hush, you move
first
that.
of all,
Hush, you put a
first-
moo over that. Put a
put a
moo over
moo.
that instead.
Put a moo.
Put a moo over that. Put a moo over that.
Wait, hold on a second. First of all, that is way more effort than
Oh
I
my
thought they
God.
put into any of the McDonald's products. So you know what? I'm impressed.
I am the same.
I'm
Fair play.
impressed.
Shout out
Fair
McDonald's.
play.
I'll take
100%.
sponsorship.
Apart, yeah.
Bro,
So this
Philly
bull,
burger.
this
Pound for
bull
pound.
is
Pound.
this one bull is worth like $250,000.
What's so special about the bull? I'd love a breakdown.
Superior
Optimal
meat, innit?
genes.
He's beefy in it.
Yeah. The meat to fat ratio, innit? It's more ideal, innit? For
You
the
can't tell
patty
me-
burgers and that.
But there's got to be other bulls in the same category, bro.
I think they have 3 or 4 across the UK.
Superbowls
Only.
from Supercows
Yeah,
to
not that
Superbowls.
many. Yeah, but look how much sperm they get out of each one, bro. Then the set.
There's no way McDonald's only uses 4 bulls for all their patties, bro. I don't believe that.
But
There's
what
just
about
no
the,
way.
the females' side of the genetics as well? Then do they have to be optimal too? In some
Bro,
way?
we barely understand human genetics. Why are we trying to figure out what cow genetics are like?
No, I
bro?
mean maybe he knows, isn't it? Maybe he knows as part of the story.
Nah,
go
the
on,
story, because the guy I worked with was only on this one farm, so he only knows about the bull.
Ah.
I don't know the cow side.
Was it McDonald's farm?
Interesting though.
Oh, McDonald's farm.
Is it Ronald? Is it
McDonald's
Ronald? Is this
farm.
guy Ronald?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm, he had one
Bull.
bull.
And on that note, we end this pod. Thank you.
E-I-E-I-O.
Yeah.
Wait, let's get to the Slough Observer. Go on, my son.
Ah, shut up.
Oh, shit.
Next time.
Great story.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you for listening to another episode of Atypical. Please let us know if there's anything else you want us to talk about, any questions you have for us. Chuck them in our DMs, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in a bit. Peace out.
Peace out.